Card.
That looks like somebody else they've just had a meeting with that's left, though. We're not even first come, first serve.
No.
We're seconds.
What's the crack, lads?
What's going on?
Yeah, I see. How you guys doing?
Not too bad. Twak, you're outnumbered 3-1 right now, just so you know.
Wait, are you both Irish?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh. I won't do Irish jokes then. Normally I would,
No.
but I'll keep them to myself this
Regardless of
time.
what you say about potatoes, we still love them, alright?
How you lads been?
Pretty good.
Yeah, not bad, man. All right.
What about you? I've heard of some... It's been a mad week.
It's been a shit few days, to say the least.
Yeah.
And we're, just dealing with it, how we deal with it, right? So, I know it's out of the blue, considering, I guess really how you and I left off, Steve, a couple of months ago. I don't know if you remember all the fucking...
Oh, I do.
Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that it's a bit out of the blue with that stuff, and we, either us or our groups really haven't had any contact, because of that, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to just outright ask you a question, but I don't expect you guys to say it or tell me. I'm just gonna ask anyway. You can say no or whatever, refuse to answer. Solomon, has he had any contact with you guys? Just in general, anything specifics. I don't want to know specifics. I just want to know general contact.
General contact, yeah. I've had contact with Solomon since 6 years ago, pretty much every fucking day, to be honest.
We've always had a good relationship with him, so we spoke since everything.
Yeah, that's what I kind of wanted to add, because I know, like outside of Admc, he's had like quite strong connections with you guys, like lawyer work and just general. And obviously, a few other groups.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to preface this. I am not trying, by anything I say, I'm not trying to get in your good books. I am not trying to stop you from doing anything, or, I'm not going to tell you guys what you should and shouldn't do, right? Regardless of how you and I were, I still have a lot of respect for you, right? And I think the two groups haven't had an issue that I can remember since then. Really.
No, there's been no issues.
So I really stand to make nothing out of this. I'm not trying to get this any sort of benefit. I'm not trying to do anything besides give you guys relevant information to what kind of person Solomon really is. If you guys don't want to hear it, we don't have to go any further than this, but out of respect for you, Steve, and no offense to you, SK, I don't know you.
Yeah, no, you're good, bro.
That's why I wanted to talk to you.
Well, listen, bro. Whatever you got to say, we're all ears.
Right. Well, I'm guessing you've heard his side as to what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna ask what that is. Ultimately, this guy is somebody who will always have his own interests at heart. He'll put himself and what he wants to run, whether it be an extension of whatever group he's a part of, or other projects he may have. He will use whoever he has close to him as a means to an end, which is quite evident by what happened. He will have secret meetings. He will have people doing things behind leadership's back. Well, eventually leadership will have to clean it up afterwards. He, in directly speaking to the stuff that happened 2 days ago, he had a meeting with, I'm sure CG shut up the council, right? He had a meeting with them, a part of it, knew it was going to happen, and didn't tell somebody he considered apparently a friend and his high command member that an attack was imminent. Not only was it coming, that he had a part in it. He has no care, truly no care for the people around him. He will clearly just, do whatever he wants to do. But that's why I won't stand here and tell you, like, you shouldn't do it, or, sorry, you shouldn't take him on. It's up to you guys. But apologies if I'm missing some stuff, but you can gather I've been through a lot over the past couple of days. So.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I feel like, to be honest with you, like, we've both known him a very long time, and those are all kind of things that we've heard, he's a very nosy guy, but I think sometimes to his benefit, But I hear it. I completely see from your side how that's a very worrying thing that he didn't say that to your people,
No, don't get me wrong, right? Like, he he's not all bad, right? Like look, we're not fucking idiots, right? We wouldn't take anyone who's a risk, or if we seen it coming, we wouldn't have done it, right? Like there's good things about him, there's things that he's done, but at the end of the day, over time, if things don't go his way, that's the main thing. If things don't go his way, if he doesn't get things that he wants, it slowly starts to dwindle, right? It slowly starts to go another way. He voices concerns more, he gets a little bit more separated, and then he starts doing things being nosy definitely is one of those things that's landed him in trouble and has had us try to fucking clean shit up, when in reality, if he was just a little bit smarter about what he does. He is a very smart individual, but I think sometimes he thinks he's smarter than he actually is.
Yeah.
But look, you guys do what you want with him. If he runs to you guys, like the other thing about this is it's not just us, right, that are going to deal with him. TJ was, in my opinion, probably one of the most well-connected people in the city. By doing this, he has made a whole lot of enemies, and some that are way more powerful than us, way more powerful than anything you'd expect.
Can you give me examples, or?
Well, I can't imagine that he won't have people like Jaeger and Michael Simone breathing down his neck, and those two aren't the most level-headed when pissed off. I mean, Sanguine's a good example of that.
They were close to TJ, those guys.
It's funny that they're doing all this, but
TJ did a lot of good for a lot of people. He didn't deserve to be shot in the back of the head by a fucking mindless attack on a city council for whatever fucking reason. He didn't deserve to be betrayed by his own high command for whatever fucking reason,
TJ was a treasurer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is, treasurers are just clean cut, no corruption, right?
That's true.
Would Solomon telling TJ that was going to happen be corruption?
If TJ didn't report it, it would be. But look, Solomon's a smart man, right? There's ways around things. I could think of 1,001 things that I could do to keep a treasurer from a meeting and keep his integrity intact, right?
True as well.
I'm a part of a fucking club. Or if I put, let's say let's say it's you guys, right? You have a treasurer that's part of the manor. What's stopping you guys? Like, you hear about this and you want to keep him safe. So what's stopping, like, 4 of your boys blacking out and staging a kidnapping and keeping him hidden for a little bit? What's stopping you from just saying, look, DJ, you shouldn't be at this. True. I can't tell you why, but you shouldn't be at this. For your own sake, for your own life, you shouldn't be at this. That's not corruption.
Not wrong.
There's a bunch of things. Fucking saying that I couldn't tell him because it was corrupt, that's a fucking cop out and a half.
Yeah, not worth his life.
But like, if I was talking to you and I was in his shoes, why would I tell you about the stuff I could have done? I would just say the stuff that, the easy way out, right?
Where does this, just forgive me if I'm overstepping, but where does this land you with CG?
In all honesty, don't know yet. Look, we're dealing with a lot of stuff, and I'm obviously not going to say too much, right? But we're dealing with a lot of things. I don't personally know or in a position to really speak about what our plans or what we plan on doing, right? The one I'm mainly talking to you guys about is the one that you guys have a strong connection with, right? By all means, ask as many questions. Honestly, I'm probably better answering questions than fucking monologuing, because I'll forget shit. So by all means, I'm not going to be, you can ask me anything you want. Just, I always say to people, I'm not going to be offended by people asking me questions. You may be told, I'm not going to answer it or whatever. But I'd rather you ask anything that's on your mind, and you might get an answer to it.
I don't think there's really anything else too much that I can think of. I mean, I take it that's like you guys are completely cutting ties from Solomon, right? Like that's a thing of the past with him.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a way back, so.
Which subsequently, you guys are type of group that does like blood ins and blood outs, or is that not really a thing for you guys?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, fair enough.
He has a fate to meet, right? He signed up, he's got to sign out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that's our end, right? That's just for the ADMC. I don't know who else is on top of the people I already know who are going to want a piece of him, because like there's the act, right? There's the shooting people and stabbing people, whatever the fuck you want to do. But people are going to want to ruin this fucker's life, and they will be relentless about it, because this isn't just like some random Joe Schmo that he's orchestrated and killing, right? So it's stuff to think about.
Yeah, I mean, we appreciate the information. Obviously, always open to hearing, both sides and what's going on with stuff.
If you don't mind me asking, if CG told Solomon it was going to happen, but Solomon didn't tell TJ it was going to happen, how did you find out that he knew?
Another source. Credible. And I promise you that it's not like going off a whim. Like, I don't act on ifs and buts. I want to be sure about information. I mean, on top of that, right? On top of who I got the information from. Have you guys watched the video?
Video?
Yeah.
There's a video.
The whole thing's recorded.
It was live streamed, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen the video.
Oh.
What?
I make for good viewing then. Actually, I mean, I'll send it to you here in a second. But there were 8 people on the council. There was an extra person in there recording it that was Ursula. And then there were a few of the people who own the markets were walking in, and then CG barreled through the door and started shooting. Everybody but 3 people didn't get shot. Ursula didn't get shot, Murphy Braun didn't get shot, and Solomon didn't get shot. Solomon walked out of that room unharmed. And in the video, I'll show you in a second. This was before even I got the information from who I got it from. Was they came through the door and he dropped to the ground instantaneously. He got out of his seat and ducked under the table.
Oh.
And then before they were done shooting, he was back up on his feet. And you'll see it that they walk in, they shoot people, and then as they're leaving the room, they double tack people that are on the ground and make sure that they get everyone who they want to get. Let me I'll share this with you.
Okay.
You guys got that, or do you need another one?
Got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so Solomon's there. Bro, the dust is mad.
Oh yeah, that's pretty gruesome.
They've definitely over dramatized. Look. He didn't duck until shots were fired.
The info's in the finer details, right?
He ducked after shots were fired. You duck if shots were fired, to be fair. And then there's no sign of him getting up.
Interesting.
They're definitely reading into...
And look, you guys, like I said, you guys are your own people. You're in your own group. I'm merely sharing my experience of this guy, you know, for the past 5 months. You know, I've dealt with the goods and the bads, and you know, and ultimately that has landed us here. There's one thing Barry has said to me about people who leave groups, right? And you know, hop groups, right, or like go to somewhere else. It's always you know, there's problems with these people, problems with that people, and the grass looks greener on the other side.
Bro should have just done a /E prone. None of this would have happened.
It's never the case. It's always the same people who leave groups, and maybe, you know, you get the odd few that will, you know, they'll stick around because maybe they actually do finally fit in somewhere. Maybe they found some, you know, like-minded people. But for the most part, these people, like Solomon, or like people you've, you know, dealt with in the past or now, it's the same kind of problem children, right? It's the same kind of, they don't get on with 3 or 4 people, and you know, it never ends. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of all I have really. And just to reiterate, I stand to get nothing from it, right? Like, there's nothing you guys have that I want. There's nothing that we have that you want. There's, you know, this is just purely out of respect for UC and what you guys are doing. I would hate to stand here, and maybe I wouldn't, but I'd hate to stand here in 4 or 5 months and tell you I told you so.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, appreciate you giving us the info, man. It's one of those, it's like, we're always open to listen. There's more to a person than just one side always, isn't it? So
and like you said, he's useful. Maybe keep him at arm's length, you get all that usefulness out of him, but I'd be very wary letting him close.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's kind of what I have. And you know, apart from that, you know, if you guys do need anything, or I would rather that whatever you guys do with Solomon, whatever, past what we do and what the rest of the queue does with him. I don't like how everything left off, Steve. I'd rather it didn't. And you know, if there's anything we can start working towards and not have it, you know, that be the end of it. You know, in a little while we can talk about that if you want, both of you.
Still selling on forum?
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you ask?
I we have a nice spot down by Grove Street, you know. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm gonna have a chat in a little while.
Yeah, it's probably not the week for it.
No, we've some shit we need to handle.
Fair enough.
But I appreciate you guys listening. That's I can't ask for any more than that.
Anytime, mate. I'll see you around.
See you guys later.
Easy poach.
Well, that's a smear campaign and a half.
Yeah. I'd be honest, everything they've said I kind of already knew. Like, the whole point of what we spoke about would be giving Solomon facilitating Solomon to be able to do his own shit. Like, so them saying he'd have his own.
To be like that without us, without him fucking over the gang side of things. Yeah.
Obviously, they didn't want that. If that's the way they're talking.
I'm not gonna lie, they were speaking as if they knew he was coming to us.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like, there was a couple times there, the way they phrased things was like...
It's like they knew it was happening already.
It's like they were telling us, don't let him join you.
Yes.
And with the whole Michael Simone Jaeger thing, it's like, I don't know, like... I don't know, bro.
Also, why do I care about Michael Simone and Jaeger, respectfully?
I mean, 5 years ago, they was on shit, but... Have they got a gun plug? You know what I mean? More importantly, have they got a bomb plug?
It's a completely different time now, bro.
So. Yeah.
Until I see either of them commit an act of terrorism, I will not be concerned.
Be real. The fact that it was live streamed is a vile.
Bro.
But you know what I also took from that?
What?
And it's the classic. They are deflecting from the point that
CG shot
their
him.
boy.
Yeah. I wanted to say it point
That's why
blank,
I asked them. That's why I said, like, how does that leave you with CG? Because it's so easy to go, oh, we're gonna fuck up Solomon. He didn't pull the trigger.
Also, they're saying shit like, oh, he ducked before a shot was even fired. I just watched that. No, he didn't.
No,
TJ was headshotted before he ducked. Bro got under the table after shots were fired. And then they were out of the room before and there was no sign of him standing up. I don't know. I would like to know who their credible source is.